That's the wrong intro, folks. Let's try it again.
2, 1, and go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ow!
And hello.
Howdy.
Happy Wednesday.
Oh, it is a wonderful Wednesday.
We talked about 30 seconds before the show. You're in a great mood.
Oh, I'm in a wonderful mood.
And
I actually, outside of the stuff I'm not going to talk about today, my day was going okay. I was having a great day. I was getting a bunch of work done. My friend Randy, that's going to be out at our Landau thing with the no-bake cookies, showed up, brought me some no-bake cookies, and finished chopping down some trees in my front yard, and did like all my yard work and everything else. So it's great.
We're not chopping down trees in the front yard.
I chopped one down. We did.
Would you use a shotgun?
No,
You sit in a chair and shoot it?
No, he's a tree guy. His like that's what his day job has been forever, has been a tree guy. You know, he had the big truck with the lift thing, like they have to fix poles and stuff. And he chopped down a 40-foot tree.
Hey, Cheryl, how you doing? Good to see you there. Good to see you joining us, Cheryl.
It is all gone, the tree. So next time you swing by here, you'll be like, damn, where'd it go? Because it looks like a huge hole in my yard. It really does.
I don't know. Like today, I don't know, it hasn't been like a great day. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's the weather outside. It's kind of like dark and gray out there. It's supposed to get like 3 inches of snow on Monday.
Well, it's a dark day because we got the overtaking of America with Muslims.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Of course.
But then like I had to do like an update on this stupid computer before we started today, right?
Okay.
So, update, restart. So that's what I did. Update, restart, whatever. And you know me, I know much about this computer as I do, my missing right foot, dude. I don't know anything about it, where it's at, and anything.
Right.
And so, I'm staring at this stupid thing. And like when we were talking before, for literally the 30 seconds we were talking, I heard, I think, half of what you said because it kept cutting in and out.
Right.
Now I'm looking at this thing here, and it says 10 out of 10 connection.
Perfect.
So But it's not. I don't understand. Now the computer's lying to me. Everybody lies to me. It's a problem here.
We just got to get you a new computer at some point.
Snow on Monday. They're saying lake effect snow. We could get 1 to 3 inches depending on where squalls persist. Do I sound like a weather guy?
Well, 1 to 3 inches. That sounds like what both of our girlfriends expect.
I was going to say, my wife is used to that. Not in a long time, but she was used to it.
Exactly. It's hard to get the tip past the teeth sometimes. I mean, come on.
See how big we are? Come on. What do you want me to do? I can really pee.
You just piss and let it drip down your leg wherever it goes.
There's some stream going this way and whatever. Cheryl's never going to listen again. Probably first time listening, I'm gone.
Just take a towel, run it up the inside
She's
of your leg.
Cheryl's more of a fan of the Bob France style radio, not necessarily the.
You're in for something different, Cheryl.
Seth and Chris show here.
Especially where neither of us is in an especially good mood, which is going to make it all the more filthy.
So on a Monday that we talked, and I had to stay home.
Yeah,
we weren't going to go out on Monday night. We were because we had to finish putting up most of our Christmas decorations.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm still waiting on one giant decoration for the living room.
Okay.
Once I get that one, I will take a video. We can post, we can share it on here or Minds or whatever. But
sure.
I think it's impressive this year. I think, unlike what we were talking about earlier, yes, my display will be impressive.
All right, nice.
And so I'm looking forward to that. But I'm still waiting on my last package, if you will, to show up in the mail.
Talking about pissing down legs and packages and.
I don't know. The other day I was talking about deer, watching my wife get it on and stuff. I mean, it's been a hell of a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. But I was going to cook spaghetti, remember?
Yes, I do remember.
And I took a video of it so I could show you that I actually used one of my 3 sets of cookware. But I did not take a video because my wife then said, you know what? I don't want to do the dishes, so why don't you just go pick up some wings? So, the 3 sets of famed chef cookware are still sitting nice and neat on the stove and in their appropriate boxes.
I should have made the bet.
You should have made the bet.
Should have made that bet, damn it. It's hilarious.
The wings were good.
I'm sure they were. They were prepared by somebody that makes wings all the time.
Wingstop, I have to say, is like the best wings ever.
Oh, I don't know about that. Wingstop is great, though. Don't get me wrong. But look, let's talk wings, shall we? First of all, I think
before we get into communism, socialism, and the overtaking of our country,
let's talk wings.
Yes, let's talk about wings.
First of all, do you put? And I like the Wingstop, but would you put Wingstop over Quaker Steak?
Only because of the price. I mean, and they're big wings.
Fair enough.
They are large wings, and the price is definitely different.
Fair enough on that, because they are pricey at Quaker Steak. I'm looking. I got to get you the name of the place that I order from all the time on DoorDash. Like every time I get wings, pretty much now I've settled to this place. It is called. Where is it? It is called, not in my list here. Where is it? I think it's called It's Just Wings. Have you tried It's Just Wings?
No, I don't know if there's one around me though. Yeah. Where is this? Twinsburg?
It's either in Twinsburg or Macedonia. It's one of those two. Their wings are fantastic. You know who else has good wings, but their pricing is absolutely stupid. And I probably, if their pricing wasn't as stupid as it was, it would be my home base. Even though this is going to shock you, Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I like their wings. I do, but it's again ridiculously priced.
Yeah.
And here's the problem with going to Twinsburg or Macedonia for me right now. Mm-hmm. The Route 82 bridge.
Yeah.
That separates like Northfield, Macedonia, and all that from Brecksville and Broadview Heights and stuff is down for a while. Right. Like they're doing repairs. And I heard that it could be open at like middle of this month, or it could be a year before that thing is open.
Well, at least they narrowed it down, right?
And so, I mean, look, I can handle waiting another week, but it really hurts my other business, and it hurts like getting to places we need to go. We got to pay HOA fees.
Yeah.
And they don't take them online for whatever effed up reason. And so we got to drive a check all the way to this stupid reserve place, and it's in like Northfield area, right by the basement
You can't mail
bar
it.
and grill over there. Huh?
Can't mail
No.
it.
I mean, maybe, but they ask you to put it in this white box out front of the door.
Yeah.
You know where the basement is, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's right there. And dude, dog, stop. And so, fucking crazy. But so we have to like go like literally a half hour out of the way to try to get around this stupid bridge.
Sure.
And one night it said take 77. Then you have to get off of 77 at some like what was the name? Wheatley Road or something.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to turn over the other way on 77 to get on 271. 271, and it's the most annoying drive of all time. For what?
Right. Yeah, for
It's
nothing.
ridiculous.
I would suggest you call those people tomorrow and say, hey, tell me your mailing address.
No, what I'm going to do is call the city of whatever and say, fix the damn bridge already.
Well, there's that too. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
It's going to start snowing here in like 3 days, and I'm going to have to drive all over the place to get down a straight road.
And once it starts snowing, they'll say, well, we can't work on the road anymore because of the snow. So it's going to be 8 more months.
Yeah. Cheryl wants to know, what's your dog doing? Well, there's hardwood floors up here. And she keeps walking around, and like you hear the tap, 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 tap,
And
tap, tap.
her scooting, like her feet are scooting out from under her because she's slipping or something.
Yes, and it's like, please stop. Just lay here like you normally do. Stop doing anything.
I agree with Marcus on the garlic parmesan. Favorite kind of wings. That's mine too. I like the garlic parm.
Okay, I like garlic parmesan, and I ate the hell out of garlic parmesan after I got out of the hospital because a lot of these wing sauces are no good for me, and so now I just can't. I like a wet wing. I hate to say that, but I like it moist.
What do you get on
if you
it?
will.
Like barbecue sauce?
I get barbecue, but I get like light. I get light
barbecue
sauce.
Yeah. I can
because you can coat wings really with 2 tablespoons of sauce. Dude. I mean, I used to work at a wing place. I used to work at Hooters.
Hot, real hot. Yes or no? Because
used to be
stomach.
not anymore.
Your stomach changed. That's the same here.
Yeah.
I don't eat them much. I love them. Like, I mean, I love them. But if and we all do this. You just are like, you get in that place where you're just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna get it. I don't care what it does to my stomach. And then an hour later, you're like, oh God, you're running into the bathroom for the 14th time in 23 minutes to shit water because you put in that hot stuff and it just kills you.
Your friend Jim says barbecue wings are the only things he gets.
Because they probably invented them in the 60s when he was 50.
He was 40?
Yeah, when he was 40 years old.
Will they be selling wings in New York? Yeah,
only
it
if they're
costs $100
halal.
a dozen.
Only if they're halal.
Round from the 90s.
Round, hell yes.
Look, I love wings, and I love a good. And Wingstop, I didn't even know this until like last night or the Monday night when I went to get them, and I was checking out the menu. It says that you can order like either all drums or all paddles.
Oh, no kidding! Wow.
And who do you prefer?
Drums are probably paddles.
Me too.
More of the drums just don't have a lot of meat on them.
I have a specific way of eating the paddle though. I like crack the bone at the top.
Yeah.
And you split it, and then I just suck on each bone. Yeah.
Right.
To suck the meat out. And
Or just break. For me with those, I break off the edge one bit so I can open it a little bit. I stick the whole thing in my mouth. And, pull it off with my teeth like a savage.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
That's right.
But I don't like eating wings in public. Like I don't like going to like a restaurant and sitting there. Yeah, it's too messy. It's such a. I like at home. I make my wife go to like the couch with a TV tray.
Sure.
And then I can confiscate the entire dining room table.
Sure.
So I have like a roll of paper towels here, one here, and I just go to town. Man.
All right, what do you like better, wings or like KFC?
Yeah,
wings or KFC? Which one do you like better?
Wings or KFC? Now, there's no good KFCs around me. The KFC around me just blows. Like the employees are terrible. I went to one in Strongsville the other night because my wife and I were like, we haven't had a bucket of chicken in a long time, and so we went. It was like 7:30. I asked for it was like a 12-wing or 12-piece bucket of chicken, and they said, "I'm sorry, we're out of chicken." I said, "What do you mean you're out of chicken? That's the name of your goddamn store is chicken." And he goes,
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Chicken. And he goes, well, we close at 8. I said, well, it's 7:30. I said, I don't care if you close at 8. Close at 8. What am I supposed to do? Just order a side of mashed potatoes?
Yeah.
Well, we can make a
sandwich. If they took it from a bag frozen and dipped it in the oil, it'd be ready before 8.
But he said, no, we can't make any more chicken tonight. I was like, okay, well, then I'm not going to eat here anymore.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Never even heard of such a thing. I'd never... That's like going to a steakhouse. It's like going to the Outback and them saying no steak tonight.
Well, the same thing happened. I went to Panera once, right? And I ordered. They had a chicken salad that I really liked, so I asked for the chicken salad sandwich, and I wanted it on basil, pesto, whatever bread was. And I'm sorry, we're out of that. I said, well, can I try this bread? I'm sorry, we're out of that bread too. I said, the name of isn't your goddamn name of your store? It's Panera Bread.
Yeah, it's like going to Subway and them saying, yeah, no sandwiches tonight.
What are you doing? Panera Bread. Sorry, we're out of those 2 breads that you just happened to order.
We got a hell of a lot of French fries for you. Here you go.
I went to Chipotle once and they said they were out of sour cream and salsa. I said, dude, you have 3 toppings here.
Come on.
You have 3. And yet you're out of like the 2 that I wanted.
Yeah, that's like Chipotle. I remember I went to Chipotle once, and the only thing I really get at Chipotle is barbacoa. So I ordered the barbacoa, which of course they didn't have. And then I said, okay, well, just change it for steak. Well, we don't have that either. So then why didn't you greet me at the fucking beginning of the line and say, we only have chicken burritos today?
Yeah, well, my wife and daughter love Chipotle. So they go there all the time. And they're always out of something. They're always out of like lettuce. They're always out of this. And it's like, well, wait a second. I guarantee you there's no magic lettuce fairy that shows up in the middle of the night and drops off more lettuce. I mean, you have lettuce in the back. You just don't want to go get it anymore.
Chop it up or whatever.
You don't want to put any more out tonight.
Yeah, they just don't want to cut it or whatever.
You dumb, lazy bastards. That's what sucks about this entire society anymore is like we got a bunch of lazy kids that are working at these stores. And it didn't used to be like that. Yes, you had kids working at stores, but they had manners. They were polite. We went to Taco Bell the other night. My wife wanted something to eat there. And I swear, they were taking one car at a time. So one car went to the board, ordered food, and then drove up to the window and sat there and waited for food before they actually got the next person to order. It was ridiculous how long it was taking. And then you get up there, and I'm not being racist or anything else. I don't care who you are. But you get up to the window, there's this kid, and he's sitting there, and he's not wearing a Taco Bell shirt. And he's got dreads hanging down. And he's like, yeah, what up? I'm like, how about hello, sir? What's going on? Hello, what up?
Yeah, I have kind of...
So learn some damn manners and actually learn how to work at these places.
What is sad is that I don't know if everybody does this, but I know I do it. When I go through the drive-thru of any place, whatever place it is, I pay attention. Like, when they're done taking my order and they say that'll be $12.35 or whatever it is, I always am like, okay, thank you. I say thank you. If they don't say you're welcome, then I am a straight-up dick when I get to the window. If I say, okay, thank you, and I get nothing or I just hear the thing click, I pull up to that window. I'm just like, where's my fucking drink? Because if you're going to be an asshole, I'm going to be an asshole.
But see, I'm usually like the jerk after the fact because I want to make sure they're not spitting in my food or something like that. So as soon as like I did it the other night to this Taco Bell kid because he was just this non-friendly piece of shit, dude. Honestly, it just was not nice. And so I waited till I got our food, and I said, "Hey, you've been really friendly tonight. Go fuck yourself, thank you," and drove off.
Dude. Do you worry now, especially going through drive-throughs? Because and this is a worry I would think you should have if you don't. Do you worry about when you go through a drive-through if you're wearing a flag shirt or a MAGA shirt or Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
worry about
Yes, I
that.
do.
Like I have one flag shirt that I love to wear, and I do wear it here on the show sometimes, but I will never wear it when I'm going out to get food because I'm afraid one of these fucking pink-haired nose ring freaks will, rub my food on their asshole or something.
The worst was I do have, and I think I have it actually underneath this shirt right now. It's a picture of those bombers that dropped those big
Yeah,
bunker
sure.
busting bombs on
B-52s or
Iran.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I have a picture of it, and it says Operation Midnight,
Yeah.
whatever it was that
Mhm.
when we dropped the bombs on Iran. And so it was summertime, I was wearing it, and I got a flat tire on, and it was like July 4th or Memorial Day, whatever it was, and got a flat tire, and I couldn't find any place that was actually open. The only place that was open was this little place on Lorraine Road, and so I limped all the way there with this car that had a flat tire, and I get there, and all you hear is this Middle Eastern music blaring throughout the entire thing. And these guys are as Middle Eastern as they could possibly be. And there I am wearing my B-52 Operation Midnight, drop the
Meanwhile,
bomb
you're
on,
wearing a shirt that glorifies killing their grandmother or something.
killing all of them. And I'm like, oh, man. But they were nice. But God only knows what they did with my credit card. But
I'm sure now they're excited because they now own the biggest city in the world.
Yeah, so they do. I should talk about that. They don't even know how to count change back. Right, they don't. The girl the other day at a convenience store asked me how much change I
said
get
$50.
back. I should have said $25.
I gave you 10. The change is $30. Hook it up, brother. In fact, just give it to me in lottery
All right,
tickets.
So last night, our country changed. I think
communism won.
Now, I was talking with Bob this morning about it, and Bob was on the air saying, hey, look, this is not unexpected. No. We're talking about blue states last night that voted for blue, candidates. And so what's the difference? And then I was listening to the Charlie Kirk show later on, and their guys were saying, this is all Trump's fault.
Trump's fault? Why?
Yeah. Which I was surprised to hear, actually, on a show like Charlie Kirk's with his producers and stuff. Talking about it, but they were saying it's all Trump's fault.
What's the reason behind that?
That Trump isn't as popular right now as he was, and Trump is failing on economic policies here. He's failing on America First policies. That he's concentrating more on foreign policies and not enough here.
And I'm not a Trump rah-rah guy, but that's nonsense here. That he lost. Because two reasons that what's his name, Mogmami won or Mogmati or what, Mandami won. There's only two reasons. Number one, it's a blue state. They're going to vote for the most idiotic thing they can vote for in New York. That's just a rule. And number two, probably more important than that, that guy spent the most money by a lot.
Here's the other problem, though, is that you had Cuomo that nobody really liked also running. But the Republican running, this guy, Curtis Sliwa or whatever. Now, I guess I applaud his cause with his whole beret thing and his whole guardian angels thing for New York, and he's done a great job over there, and that's fine. But nobody liked him because he's kind of a weird dude, and he's kind of a nutty person to even listen to. And he's a Republican on top of that, and he refused to get out of the race. It would have been Cuomo and this Mondami guy, and who knows what happened. I mean, Trump supported Cuomo, a freaking Democrat of all people, who literally had people murdered when it came to COVID. But, communism won, dude. And here's, if you listen to his speech at the end and who he thanks, everybody he thanked was
of course. Well, he even said that in his speech. He said, we've shown them all that immigrants now run New York City or something like that. That's how he ended his speech.
Yeah, well, I hate to tell him, but the way he's planning on running it, I'm not sure that it's going to run for very long.
Well, that's what we need to happen, quite honestly. Honestly, we need it to fail on all levels and need it to be a four-year disaster. I hate to be that way. I don't want to see our friends that live in New York and are sane go through this, but they're going to go
Right.
through. It's like, dude, like, I don't know if you noticed this, but he also is already, once he knew he had the election in hand, he started backtracking on everything he ran on. Did you see that? Oh, the groceries, they're not going to be free like we said before. They're just going to be cheaper. And did you notice that he said that none of the state-run grocery stores are going to have cigarettes, alcohol, or I forget what the third one was, but they're all signatures of what Muslim doesn't allow, what Islam doesn't allow.
Right.
So he thinks he's going to turn New York City into one big ass fucking mosque. Good luck with that.
Well, that's the problem. I mean, you would think that New Yorkers wouldn't forget, like 9/11. Dude. They just elected somebody who was for
somebody that cheered for it,
getting rid of our people. Right? I don't understand. Like when I went to New York years upon years ago. I mean, probably I can't remember what I was saying. Years ago it was for an audition at Sirius, and it was run by somebody else because it was a great town, man. Me and my wife walked around that city without even a care in the world. We went on subways and walked around down streets and alleys and everything else, and we didn't have one friggin' problem, not one. And then ever since the Democrats got a hold of it again, I think it was Giuliani might have been or whatever. Ever since they got rid of it, back to Democratic rule, it's become a shithole and scary and terrifying to go to. And now you got a communist Islamist there.
And that's the part that just gets me. It's like if somebody lost a family member on 9/11, whether it was a firefighter or somebody in the trade centers or whatever, and they voted for this guy yesterday, well, then they obviously didn't give a fuck about their dead relative because they literally voted in somebody that applauded the killing of their dead relative. So, you know what? That just tells me what kind of person you are, that you can't even stand up for your own family member that got killed. That's just fucking, the whole thing is fucking bullshit, man. And I hope to God that Trump just won't work with this guy.
Yes, Scooby, you are correct. 37 to 40% of New York population is foreign born. I mean, that explains a lot, to be honest with you. But look, he's going to start taxing the hell out of these companies that are there, and they're going to leave.
All the rich people are going to leave.
It's as simple as that.
I mean, dude, I don't know what you saw on your social media, but on both X and Facebook for me today was the same meme of Florida is full, South Carolina is full, North Carolina is full.
Yeah, I did see this.
It's like everybody's putting their claim out. Don't run here because you're stupid motherfuckers. Stay and deal with what you earned.
I think the Texas governor came out and said something like he's going to charge companies that want to flee New York to his state like a 100% tariffs coming in.
Well, Texas is the state that they want. There's some imam guy that's planning to move to Texas.
Oh, I've seen that.
You know, and he's planning to move there with the sole goal of becoming the governor or whatever of Texas.
Well, did you see what they're doing? I think one of the cities in Texas, they've created like an entire city of mosques and streets and everything that's all for Muslims.
Dude, if we don't die off earlier, we're just going to get killed because we're infidels. Honestly.
Right. Well, I mean, it is kind of scary when you start thinking about everything that's going on. If you take California, you take New York, and you take, I think Minnesota is another one that's completely like Somali area. I mean, you're really going to start clamping down on true Americans.
If it was,
and then you're going to see what we talked about before. You're going to see a rise up. You're going to see a civil war.
If you had, and I'm just playing this out like 5 years in the future, 10 years in the future. I'm just curious what you think. If your choice was pretend that you were into Muhammad and do all the prayers and all the bullshit that comes with Islam, or being killed as an infidel, which would you choose?
They're going to kill me before I get rid of my faith.
Too. I mean, I'm not even a faith-based.
I'll go down fighting for that.
Faith-based guy, but I'm not going to pretend that I worship some other dude. Fuck that.
I will go down for my faith on that, no doubt. And I think a lot of people will. I'm being serious when I say I think we're looking at a full-on civil war if this kind of stuff continues. I don't think he's going to last.
I don't think so. I think if he truly does try to implement some of his bullshit, especially these free buses and free groceries and all this other horseshit that he's talking, that city will be bankrupt in record time.
And the crime will be out of control.
Isn't he closing all the prisons?
I mean, it's going to be crazy. It'll be bedlam there. And here's the saddest part, though, is that the actual Democrat Party are now following in step with these kind of people, the AOCs, the Bernie Sanders, this guy, and more, because I think they're afraid to say anything.
Yeah, no, you're right.
This progressive movement has taken over, and now the actual Democrats. I mean, I have friends and family that are actual, Kennedy kind of Democrats, man, who like this. They love the country still. They may not have the same opinions and views as I do, but they're still God-fearing, country-loving people. They just differ in opinion on certain things.
Well,
but these people are wackos, man. They're out of control, and they're going to destroy. Well,
maybe we need to see it in a big city like New York, so we can have a bird's eye view of don't let this happen here for the rest of the country.
Yeah, but then look how stupid Clevelanders are. I mean, look how retarded our own city is.
True.
I mean, Mayor Bibb won by 49 points over a woman who was trying to change this city. We had this woman on, Laverne Gore. She's a sweet lady, running as an independent, which is stupid. You can't win as an independent anywhere. I mean, why do you think Donald Trump ran as a Republican? Because he couldn't run as an independent. You just lose. But she's a very sweet lady, had some great ideas to change this city and turn it around. Maybe, less crime, we have so much crime, people are afraid to go downtown. And this guy won by 49 points.
And he's done, what's his claim? Crime is up 30%, lost the Browns. I mean, he has nothing to stand on. What is he standing on as his victories?
Well, he said he's going to come.
So well, that's great. Everybody's afraid to go to a sporting event where they got to be outside 13 seconds to go from the parking garage to the venue. But yeah, let's build a park where we can all hang out. I'm sure that'll be safe.
I'm sure it'll be very nice to sit on a park bench in downtown Cleveland at 9:00 at night after an Indians game, and you're going to get shot and killed.
Yeah, meanwhile somebody walks up and lops your head off with a machete.
Right.
Fantastic.
It'll be very nice.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to never visit that park.
If you looked at those friggin' elections last night, it really made me sick. Really. I mean, it was just, and I got up and I was really in a bad mood. And I told Bob, I was like, it's over. And that's what he was talking about today. Like, it's like, he compared it to watching like a sporting event. So you're watching like the Cavs, right? And they're down by 1. And the guy's at the free throw line. And you say to yourself, that's it. He's going to miss them both because, it's over. We don't have a shot.
Right, because it's the Cavs.
Yeah. A field goal kicker goes to kick the winning field goal for the Browns, and in your head you're going, he's gonna fucking push this. It's over. And that's kind of what
you turn the TV off 5 minutes before because you just know.
Yeah, so, I mean that's what it was for me this morning. You're reading all these election results, going, we're gonna lose everything from now on, forever. Till the day I die, it'll be a Democrat in charge of everything.
Right.
Because that's the way it feels.
It does. Well, next year is going to be the tell.
Of course, and I think a lot of things could change.
Yeah, but if everything is lost at the midterms, goodbye. It's over. We might as well start planning our run to Belize or somewhere else to be, because it won't be safe to be here.
Now, there's one thing that Trump is trying to do, which I still haven't decided whether I think it's a good thing or a bad thing. He's trying to get rid of the filibuster, right? And so, which means that now it would just be small majorities we have to pass in the Senate to actually get stuff done. Not this whole 60 votes and you got to get so many Democrats to get on your side to actually get stuff accomplished in government. And I mean, it's never been done. Democrats, I think, tried once and didn't go through because I think all your members have to agree on destroying the filibuster.
Sure.
And I really truly believe that this might be the time. And the Democrats, if they get in charge again, are going to do it anyways. And so, because they're going to get rid of the Second Amendment.
Didn't Obama do it?
He tried.
With the gay marriage, where he just said, it's supposed to have 60, but 52 will work.
Well, he tried to go through all that stuff and do a whole thing with the filibuster, too. But, I mean, there were a couple people that did not vote for it. But they're going to do it. I mean, if these radicals get in charge in 28 with the president and Newsom, and they're going to do it. They're going to get rid of the whole Second Amendment. They're going to, pack the Supreme Court. They're going to make D.C. and Puerto Rico states so they have more people in Congress. I mean, it's going to happen. And so you might as well do it now. Do it now before they get a chance to, and then pass all the stuff that Trump wants to get done.
Yeah.
Because if he does, and the country gets back to where it should be, and is a great place to live, then hopefully the Democrats don't get back in charge for a while.
Well, yeah.
And then we have Scooby who says, do not get rid of the filibuster. That's what the Dems want us to do. No, they would just do it themselves. They follow lockstep. They will do it themselves. They don't have Manchin or Sinema who actually were moderates and put a stop to it. They'll do it themselves, Scooby. And if we don't do it first, they will.
Can we at least agree to do away with the nonsense where they end up standing up there for like 12 hours at a time reading a book or some shit? Can we at least do away with that childish bullshit? That is such childish behavior.
You get rid of the filibuster and you go ahead and open up this government and you start getting shit done. And then, you got to deal with it from there.
Huh? What a mess.
But all this stuff doesn't make any sense. All this arguing and all this stupid crap doesn't. We have control. Things should get done.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not.
And is that because of Trump or is that because of the Congress?
It's not because of Trump. It's because of the Senate people. They don't want to.
The Senate, yeah.
Open anything up.
Abu, pay the infidel tax. You will be fine. The infidel tax.
Yeah, Cheryl, I'm living in a world I don't understand. I can't even imagine what that guy would be saying through all this stuff.
He would have quit radio.
You think? I think it would have been his best radio.
I think it would have been too much for him. He'd have been like, fuck this, I'm done.
There's a
I'm going to
card
live out
table
my
somewhere.
years without worrying about this shit.
There's a poker table somewhere open.
That's exactly it. Unless he could, at this point now, he'd be so frustrated that if he couldn't do the show from the jack, he'd just be like, yeah, okay, then I'm retired.
Things are getting done, but to other countries. I don't understand what that means.
I understand that, and I agree with them there. Why, when we are at our worst economic place that we have been in forever, why are we still throwing money to other countries?
Are we really in the worst economic times of ever? I mean, I paid
not ever, but of our memory
for gas the other day, and that's a pretty good price. And
yeah, there's some things that are good, but there's some things that are crazy. I just paid $65 for 2 pizzas earlier today. I'm
not disagreeing with that. Some things are excessive, but even if he did something to make the economy better, do you think that some of these restaurants and supermarkets are just going to lower their prices and say, we're tired of making money, we'll make a little less and we'll lower the prices for you? People are paying it now, so they'll continue to pay it.
Yeah,
I don't think the president can control what they charge for something.
No, he can't. But
you can't go to China and say, your corn is too expensive, lower the price.
But again, the market will dictate it. The bottom line to it would be somebody will lower it to get the customers. Whoever's. That's how the market bears itself to the average cost anyway. Is let's use like Heinen's to Giant Eagle. I'll just use one thing. If you go to to Heinen's and buy a bag of apples, it's going to be like $8. But if you buy that same bag of apples at Giant Eagle, it's going to be like $5. And that's what'll happen is if somebody's charging too much for apples, somebody else will bring the price down. You know what I mean? And then it balances out as this company loses.
I mean, sometimes it's based on product. I mean, Domino's sits there and they have this deal going on right now. You get unlimited toppings, medium pizza, $9.99. Well, Domino's, I don't really care for their pizza compared to others. I'm willing to spend more money on something else.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And same thing with Heinen's. Heinen's has always been pricier than Giant Eagle, and some people go there religiously and they're willing to spend the extra money for it.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you may be right in a lot of cases, but I'm trying to figure out what exactly is so bad. I mean, everything went up during COVID for whatever reason, because prices and trucks weren't going and everything else, and supply chains, this and that and the other thing. And some people just haven't gone back from it.
Right.
I mean, that's what the shutdown is about too. The Democrats don't want to go back to pre-COVID healthcare, this and this. I mean, it's not just Republicans. It's not just Trump. Trump can't control all that stuff.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I mean, look, It's just a bad. Everything's bad right now. It's just a bad situation. Though prices on everything are going up. Jobs are being lost at a record rate these days, with the AI just pushing everybody out of their gigs. I mean, it's just a bad time right now, which makes the economy bad.
I mean,
People aren't spending money. I know that. I don't care how much money they have in their bank account. People are not spending money right now.
I totally disagree. I'm going to stores all the time.
That?
I go to stores all the time that are packed with people all the time. Traffic has never been worse on weekends because people are out there shopping and doing stuff.
I don't know.
I mean, I know people that are already buying Christmas gifts. They got money.
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't have money. I'm saying people are scared. Like I mean, obviously I own an entertainment business with Pinball PA. It's way down, because people are not out there just throwing money around like they used to. And I see the same thing. I mean, dude, look at the movies. You look at the movie theaters. None of them are doing well. No movies are doing great. There was no. Every summer of your life, there's been the huge Hollywood blockbuster.
Right.
Except this summer.
There was Superman.
Was not huge. It
but
underperformed.
You know why? Because
it underperformed
3 weeks after it was out in theaters, you could get it online and stream.
I agree.
And
same with the
streaming is killing a lot of those things. I wouldn't blame the economy on that. I can get a movie that I was out in the theaters 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's already on streaming.
But it does hurt the economy.
You can buy for half the price.
But it hurts the economy that people are not going out and they're not spending $14 for a ticket to see Superman and $25 more for popcorn and pop and a box of goobers or whatever.
Look at a city like Cleveland. Why would you go out to
I agree.
a movie theater when it hasn't rained more than 2 days in 4 months? And it's been nice out. It's been hot out. It's been sunny out. You want to go outside. You want to enjoy stuff. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into this.
Well, there are.
And again, I think streaming is killing a lot of entertainment stuff.
I do. I think that too. I think it's the same reason the TV is down. Regular old TV. Nobody's watching TV.
Why would I want to go to a
anymore.
wrestling event at the Rocket or anywhere else and pay
$1,000 for a mid-level ticket? Yeah.
When I can get Peacock for $7 and watch it from the comfort of my own home with all the beer and everything else that I want for cheap.
Yeah, I agree, but that hurts the economy is all I'm saying.
I mean, look, the vodka I bought the other night, right? $7.80, dude.
Right.
For a liter.
Yeah.
The vodka that I was drinking back in the day has gone down in price. Some things have gotten better. I mean, there's not a whole look. Some things are not as good.
Yeah.
Look, I remember when you used to pay 99 cents for a king size candy bar. I went to a gas station the other day, and I'm not buying that stuff, but I went to a gas station the other day. It was like $2.29 for a fucking little piece of chocolate, dude.
Dude, look at one of these Cokes like this Coca-Cola. That's what, about two and a half now. I don't know what
Jesus on the can.
No, it's close. It's the Darth Lord.
Oh,
what's his name? The one the old guy in the movies that shoots lightning.
The Emperor.
The Emperor. Is that Palpatine or whatever?
Yes.
Emperor Palpatine. Yeah.
The other day, Bob
or Jesus, whichever you choose.
Like it could be Jesus. I just saw long dark something looked like hair to me. So the other day, Bob was giving me shit, of course, about decorating for Christmas this early.
Of course. And
so I went out. Was it yesterday? I always stop at Meijer on my way to work and get like Diet Cokes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all the Diet Coke bottles had on it Santa Claus. Don't bitch at me about putting up some Christmas lights in my house when in public they're selling Diet Coke and Coke with Santa Claus on the damn thing.
Oh, of course. But that being said, you can also go to like some stores and get fucking Valentine's Day boxes of candy at this point.
Get what?
Valentine's Day candy.
Yeah. I'm excited about the holidays and stuff, but now Christmas is everywhere, so enjoy.
Oh, believe me, I won't.
I'll be helping you set up your tree before you know it.
I just cut down a tree just today.
WWE attendance is going down. So, well, of course, you can watch everything online or on streaming.
And if you're going to isolate to the specific product, WWE's problem is, one, ever since they got bought by TKO, they raised the prices to where it's it's outpriced the family now. So there's that, And number two, there's just too much of it now. And none of it's any good. It's Monday Night Raw. There's SmackDown. There's Saturday night's main event. There's LFG. There's Evolve. There's Speed. There's what's the other one? The one on Netflix, Unreal, or the real look behind the scenes, or whatever that's called.
They're spread too thin.
I mean, what is that? Seven shows for WWE in a 7-day week? It's ridiculous. Plus AEW twice a week, and TNA once a week, and ROH once a week, and NWA once a week. There's so much wrestling right now that there's no interest in any of it. It's all bullshit.
Habu says Seth
NXT, good point, Brian. NXT.
Habu says Seth, you have 2 more wives soon if you lived in New York.
That's not a bonus.
I wonder if my wife would go for that. Like if I just had one wife for like certain things. Like her wife would be like my best friend who I'd talk to and hang out with and stuff, and then do stuff because we always have fun going on vacation. But then I'd have one wife to like cook, one wife strictly for sex, and then just that was I could have numerous wives like designated to certain jobs.
So you would have 3.
I wouldn't love all.
You
of
would
them,
have 3 wives.
3.
A friend, a whore, and a cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too many. That's a lot of fucking feminine emotion to balance.
Yeah, but I don't think there would be emotion involved. The one is just specifically for cooking, unless I tell her I don't like her food.
It's only going to be so long before that cook wife wants a dick.
No.
She's going to want to get laid.
That's for the whore one. The whore one's replaceable because that way if she gets a little long on the tooth, you could just put another one in.
But I'm saying the other 2 are going to want to get laid too. Because that's what...
Why?
Look, if you think that chicks don't want to get laid, you're crazy. Nobody's going to want to cook for you every day and not take a dicking every once in a while. It's just not going to happen.
I'll stock up on some toys and stuff like that.
Toys.
And have their thing.
Yeah, she could rub her pussy with her fucking whisk.
Jesus. God.
Take out that little whisk and rub it against her clit. Zip, 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 zip.
You're being very, very...
over the top.
grotesque here today.
I'm in that mood.
Vegas is pricing people out.
Yeah, Vegas is dying. You haven't heard that?
I mean, I read an article the other day about
Vegas is dying. The Sphere is dying.
They've been doing it for years, though. I mean, it's not like this is a new thing for Vegas. Look, when I went to Vegas, I got married in Vegas with my first marriage, right? We went through a drive-through wedding chapel. It was really fun and all that kind of stuff. Great. But when we went there, buffets, you can get a buffet for like $10. And you can, there was a lot of comps, a lot of everything. All right, enough with the cookboard jokes. So, anyways, Vegas was cheaper back then. That was like 20 some years ago that I got married the first time. And so, the food is cheaper, a lot of comps, a lot of great stuff. Since I've been going with my current wife, dude, you can't find a buffet like you used to find. Now they're like $50, $60. But that's been happening again for years. It's not like something brand new. And again, COVID really hurt a lot of those businesses out there. They're trying to make it up.
Yeah, because from what I heard, they're not comping anything anymore. Like it used to, used to be everything but your flight was pretty much comped a lot of the time. Now, nothing. No comps. No nothing. Pay for everything.
And that Sphere was like the dumbest idea of all time, man. The electric bill alone in that stupid thing
crazy
is driving it into the ground.
And it's too big for regular bands. Or acts. It doesn't have to be a band, but it could, it could be a play or something like that. But it's too big for any of that.
It's like terrifying. It's like confusing to be in there from what I heard. Like it really like throws you off.
You were getting smoked.
What are you doing to me, man? Seth Williams, 32 on Venmo for taking all the goddamn abuse.
For him to afford another wife.
You want to donate? Yeah.
If he's got to afford two wives, he needs some Venmo.
Venmo. Seth Williams, 32 on Venmo.
That's right.
For all the crap that you give me, I should get something. I even said tonight, I was like, I'm gonna cook again. I'm gonna try cooking tonight, and then again, it goes out the window. Everything I try goes out the window. You know what I need here? Instead of Seth Williams 32 on Venmo, I need somebody that knows how to fix a damn dishwasher.
Why would feed her?
What are you talking- All right, look, I'm talking about my actual dishwasher that goes underneath the sink, kind of thing. So like, it I don't know if it's a dishwasher or if it's an electrical outlet thing, because for a while you could like go out to the garage and like flip the breaker and it would go on. Then now it's like every 25 times you flip the breaker, it might go on once. And it just doesn't work. And so I need to figure out that. So my wife will let me cook. But I'm not cooking and doing dishes.
Not you.
I mean, I shouldn't even have to do either one of those jobs.
Well, that's right. You got a penis.
But I enjoy cooking. That's my thing. I enjoy cooking.
I can tell.
It gets done all the time. I can't do it if the dishes aren't going to get done.
Just throw them away. You got so many.
I don't have dishes I can throw away.
Buy a thing of paper plates.
The
styrofoam ones, the nice firm ones.
I need to buy good ones because the paper. I do have some paper plates now, and like if you put a plate of spaghetti on there, it's gonna like fall on.
No, I'm talking about the styrofoam.
Fall on the dog.
You know what I'm talking about? That have the little sections in them.
Yeah, but then the pots still need to be cleaned.
Just throw that in the sink, fill it with water.
Or Cheryl. Cheryl, I'm gonna hire you to come over and do a few dishes. I'm kidding, Cheryl. I just said that because she's the only woman that appears to listen to this show.
I think she already checked out. I chased her away with my vulgar tongue.
Yes, you did. Yes. But I don't know. Well, for communists, then we're going to have to go to like getting bread lines and stuff. I won't have to cook that much.
Yeah, they'll do the cooking for it. I guess there is a bonus to McMoney or whatever his fucking name is. You know, what's his name? Mondami?
Mondami.
Oh, it'll be good. Get some halal meat and some hummus. One of those pieces of bread that you just tear off into little pieces and eat it.
Naan bread. That's Indian. That's
Same
Indian.
Thing.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about any other kind of food other than American. It's not all the same. You ain't eating no grape leaves.
It tastes good.
Get the hell out of
I've
here.
eaten fucking monkey brain before. I'll eat anything.
I understand, but some stuff just shouldn't be.
Yeah, like monkey brain.
I don't know. I mean, is it like cooked?
It wasn't that good.
Is it meaty? Can you put ketchup on it?
Could. I just ate it, and it was like, I don't know. It was like corned beef hash without the good taste. It had the texture of like corned beef hash or oatmeal or something, and it just tasted, I don't know, like tree bark or something. Wasn't very good.
Did you see the video of that UPS plane?
UPS plane? No, I don't even know what that is.
You got to look that up. This just happened the other day in Louisville.
Oh, I did see where it blew up?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Now they're saying, I heard a press conference before the show today, that they say you can see like the left engine fall out of the plane while it's taking off.
Let's see.
But it's some of the craziest video I've ever seen.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
My daughter was literally just in Louisville over the weekend.
She didn't.
You know what happened when my daughter's in
Hopefully
Louisville
she
over the
wasn't
weekend?
on this plane.
No, but in Cincinnati, where like right across from where her dorm is, some guy went crazy and just started shooting guns off in the air.
Fantastic.
And then she leaves Louisville, and this plane freaking explodes like at the airport.
Right, here comes the plane. You ready? Here it is. Wow. Oh, shit!
Oh, that guy's reaction, not at the actual.
Yeah. That mimics my response, everything except for getting out of the vehicle and running toward it.
Yeah.
Me, I'm firing up whatever vehicle that is and driving the fuck the other way.
But they said something like, I think, was it 9 people died? 3 like people in the plane, and then 6 people like on the ground.
Oh.
With that kind of explosion, I guess you're lucky that was it. But
Yeah, how many people were on the plane?
well, just 3. It was just.
It was
a UPS
just 3
plane.
people were on the plane.
It was a UPS plane, and it was going
Okay.
to Hawaii. So it was like jam packed with as much fuel as you could possibly have.
Is today a good day to file a claim on my missing package?
Right. But I guess it started to take off, and then there was a fire like in the left wing, and then the engine fell out. They got over a fence, and then.
Now, does this get blamed on Trump because of the government shutdown?
Probably. I mean, they are saying there's a lot of stuff.
Right. Well, I know the air traffic controllers are working without pay, aren't they?
Yeah.
Would you do that?
TSA.
Would you do that?
Would I work without pay?
Yeah.
What choice do I have? If you don't
Not
work,
doing it, go get another job.
Probably gonna get fired. I don't
So
want
go
another
get
job. Those
another
jobs probably play pretty good.
Yeah, when they're paying.
I'll tell you what, though, I do think that it's affecting our other business, me and my wife, the shutdown.
The DoorDash?
Because I think there's a lot of federal workers and people that are, currently laid off or furloughed or whatever, that are doing whatever it takes to make ends meet.
Sure. Oh, I'm sure of that. Again, that's what I was saying at the beginning. People are not spending money either. There's just not as much to spend.
Well, if you're a laid off federal worker, yeah, you're going to not have as much as. I mean, but tell the Democrats to do what they got to do. Tell the Democrats to do their damn jobs.
Yeah, I'm lost on how the Democrats are saying that the Republicans that have passed the reopening bill 15 times in a row or whatever it is
the problem.
is the holdup on the government reopening.
Right. No, they are.
They're definitely, but they're all out there saying, "Well, President Trump shut us down." And it's like he's the one that's saying, "Open it."
There's audio of like Chuck Schumer and a couple other guys, Hakeem Jeffries, actually saying stuff like, "We would never," from back in the day, dude, not like today,
right?
Years ago, saying we would never hold the, shut the government down. We need to get the government open no matter what. And now they're not doing it.
Do you think people are smart enough to see that with Trump using the tariffs and whatnot, that they...
I just noticed what you put at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, yeah. No, it's funny, right? But do you think that there are people that are smart enough to understand that Trump is showing you that you don't need all this Senate and all this government in your life, that it can go on with the government literally shut down?
Well, I mean, you see, he's still making stuff happen.
Yeah. I mean, the whole... He get like $1 billion worth of snacks.
Yeah, but I think he was told to do it. Now he's kind of like not doing it because, they're trying to make him use funds that are not for that.
Right. Oh, and he's fighting it?
Yeah. And then people are pissed about that because the women that get their hair did and nails did and drive around with their cars that their rims are worth more than my house don't have their money to get their...
I need my $4,300 and snap. Get out of here with that shit.
I mean, you realize I probably qualify for that stuff because of my leg and everything.
You probably do. Yeah, but you're not claiming it, so.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would if I was truly can get my ass up
and
work, I'm going to get my ass up and work.
Yeah. I mean, if I was truly make or break it, couldn't eat, was going to starve out, that's one thing, but.
Right.
Believe me, I'd be out there fucking huffing carts back to the front at Walmart or something if I had to.
As long as I can get up and go to a job, that's what I'm going to do. Or if there was a job that I couldn't get up and go to, but I could do from home, I would do that before I would get benefits.
I'm with you. Lord knows I'd love to go and get. I would love to figure out, like I have friends that get paid by the VA, and I would love to figure out how that works and get on some of that because I serve my time, but I just don't because I don't want the handout. And to be honest, I don't want the hassle to keep the handout. I don't want to answer to anybody every couple of months about what am I doing and should I be getting this money or this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to answer to anybody. Look,
when Heather and I decided that we were going to have a baby, I was doing all right. I was working, a decent job and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Then all of a sudden, I got let go, and then I was part-time and stuff.
Right.
So I was part-time, and all of a sudden we find out that we're, having a baby.
Right.
And, Heather wasn't exactly making a killing back.
Sure.
And so, we were really struggling. And
Mm-hmm.
we were told by, like, her doctor that we qualified for government this, government that. I was like, hey,
Sure.
there is no way in fucking hell I'm doing that.
Mm-hmm.
No way. And so immediately I just went out. I got a second job and then a third job. I was working all day.
Right.
I was working overnights at the radio station, and then I was going home sleeping for a little bit. Then I was going out to do another job, and then I was going out to do a trivia business the night before I went into the radio station again.
Sure.
I was working 3 jobs around the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we had the baby, I was still working overnights, and I would come home, and I would be the only one at the house with the baby because she was going to her job to work. And then I got 2 other jobs instead, so it fit around the schedule. And we could have qualified for all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
Well,
I wasn't
even
going to do
right
that. I got
now.
off my ass and I busted my ass to take care of my family.
I mean, you certainly could get disability right now. There's no doubt in my mind. You're missing a leg, you can get disability. But
Yeah.
gotta go do it. And the worst part is they make it so painful that you just don't want to do it.
Well, that's the problem. It really is not easy to fill out to do the kind of stuff they need you to do.
Well, and the whole thing with disability, where they say it takes a year or whatever, what are you supposed to do for that fucking year?
Right.
Stupid. All right, we need to take a break there, Seth. We've gone an
What does
hour.
Brian
We've got
mean by that? For
What's that?
giving Seth hell, I love the show. What does that mean?
Who's giving Seth hell?
Brian, he sucks sometimes.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Just kidding. Brian's a
I was
good
gonna
dude.
say, am I giving you hell? I don't think so.
No, I think we've been all right.
I was gonna say, not when I'm giving you hell. We
Wait.
usually know. We usually start yelling at each other. But
I'm checking the Venmo here. Hang on.
all right, let's hear that zero.
Checking the Venmo.
Wah, 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 wah.
And look, there's a 0 and another 0 and then another 0. All right, we are raking it in today, my friend.
Making
When's that
all
new
the
show
money.
start?
As soon as I can get busy on it, which hopefully after the day I had today, maybe this craziness is behind me and I can get back to work. But that would be nice. But
Yeah.
I know who's gonna be working.
Hey, can we play like a few commercials here?
Yeah, we can.
All right.
But we'll start
do-
with the one that we gotta play, which is the Dave Landau
Yes.
appearance. Make sure you sign up for this. And Seth's going to piss. I'm going to watch
be
commercials with you guys, and we will be back on the Seth Williams Show in just a minute. Hang tight.
Get ready for a live podcast event you won't want to miss. The Seth Williams Show is going live and in person on Friday, December 19th, and they're bringing a comedy heavyweight, famed comedian Dave Landau. You know him from his hit show Normal World on Blaze TV, Kill Tony, The Joe Rogan Experience, and more. This is your chance to see him up close. And we're talking full treatment. Enjoy a free lunch provided by Smoke and Rock and Roll, plus dessert courtesy of Randy Trask's no-bake cookies. Mark your calendar, Friday, December 19th during the day. Remember, this is an invite-only event, so you must be available. To secure your spot and receive your personal invite, send an email right now to SethWilliamsShow@gmail.com.
Welcome to the ultimate experience for hard rock and heavy metal fans. Introducing the CMS Locals VIP app, your #1 destination for all things on the CMS network. Dive into the classic metal show, Chris Akey Presents, Seth Williams Show, and more, all in one place. It's free to get started or elevate your experience with a subscription for just $4.99 a month. Go commercial-free, get advanced releases, and enjoy exclusive bonus episodes. Plus, it's the prime spot to chat with like-minded fans who love raw, uncensored commentary. Are you ready to rock? Download from your iOS or Android store Search for the CMS Network and join the community now. It's free, it's easy, and it's the best way to keep our shows with you every single day. Install the Locals.com app today and follow the CMS Network.
And we're back here on the Seth Williams Show with Chris Aiken.
Yes, sir. We are.
Brian was apologizing for the cookware jokes.
Don't apologize, Brian. Seth
Why
can take
not?
it. You can take it.
I don't think it's joke worthy, me having a bunch of cookware.
Yeah, it is joke worthy. It is joke worthy for a guy to fucking have 14 different cookware sets that doesn't cook.
Not 14, dude. It's like 3.
It's like it's joke worthy me having a Nautilus machine in there and being a fat tub of goo. It's a joke.
Do you have a Nautilus machine?
I do.
Wow.
I do. It's worth like $3,000 or something. And I use it maybe twice a week at most.
Yeah, my wife bought a treadmill and it's sitting in the bedroom. It's right next to my bed, dude.
Right.
Like every night when I go to bed, I stare at this stupid treadmill going, what the fuck? That's
And you probably do just like I do. Tomorrow I'm going to get on it.
Yeah, I'll get on that thing.
Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the day I changed my life. And then you don't.
I've thought about it numerous times, though. And I'm trying at times. I try at times and then I get lost. And
Well, as long as you thought about it, that's good.
you know, it's like I got to do something. But like this is the wrong time of year for me to like try to do something. It really is. I hate to have excuses like that, but it's that time of year where I for the next 2 months I just enjoy too much stuff.
There you go.
I
If you stay on your feet walking around, you'll get your steps.
I enjoy Christmas cookies. I enjoy the holidays and cocoa and shit like that when it's nice and cold out, and I just there's too much that I enjoy in life at this time of year. January sucks, so maybe I'll try it in January. I don't know.
Like you're already putting it off for 2 months.
2 months. Well, you gotta try. Don't you look? There's so much in life at times, and it's not just me; it's for everybody. Everybody has that time in their life where everything is just kind of shitty and stressful and whatever.
Oh yeah.
And so when time comes around that I feel like I should be enjoying, I want to enjoy.
Oh, I hear you.
And so this time of year, except for the snow, I try to enjoy because I thoroughly enjoyed the holidays and the lights. And I may be a kid or whatever you want to call me, but you can make fun of me all you want. But I enjoy going out and looking at Christmas lights on people's homes. I enjoy decorating the house. I enjoy the candles with the smell of the holidays. That's
sure.
Maybe it takes me back to being a kid when life was actually okay, and I felt like I had everything ahead of me and nothing behind, and it was just something to look forward to. And now
and
it
all
takes me
those
back
things are stopping you from getting on a treadmill.
Oh yes,
That's an excuse, my friend.
It may be an excuse, but
It is an excuse. You get up 15 minutes early and do 15 minutes on the treadmill.
I understand that, but I'm also saying that. Look, another reason why I don't use the treadmill. I mean, you can call it another excuse if that's what you want.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that long ago, 2-3 years ago, when I was at the gym and I was on the treadmill and my leg popped off and I fell and it hurt and could have done a lot of damage to my leg. And I still think about that. I still think about it all the time. I don't know if it's going to happen again.
Well, you have steps in your house, right?
Yeah.
Walk up and down the steps 3 times a day.
Okay. Fear.
I mean, just to add exercise in. And look, why am I giving you exercise advice? I'm fatter than you.
It depends on your job. Well, what depends on my job? Happiness? I mean, I like my job. Dude, when we had Psychic Bonnie, and that's wrong. Medium Bonnie the medium on the other day. And she was talking about my sign is Cancer and stuff like that. And she said specifically that cancers tend to look backwards a lot, hold on to the past.
Sure.
And I am as much cancer as that is. That's what
I do cancerous, my friend.
I mean, that's exactly what I do all the damn time. I remember the past. I remember what was good in the past, and I try to block shit that was bad in the past. But I try to take myself back all the time to when things were good. Sure. What the fuck do you think I decorate my house like I do? Well, it takes me back to a time in my life that made me feel good and better about things.
Sure. I mean,
back when I had 2 legs, back when, things were, my mom was still around, and back when, you could just smile and enjoy. And a lot of times now I don't, whether it's because of the leg or, I've lost all my grandparents, my mom, and, my dad doesn't live anywhere near here. And so it's kind of like, I long for those days of good times and enjoyment, whether as a kid or not.
Sure. I hear you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you could be doing other things. That's all.
Well, of course I could, but I could have done those when I was a kid too.
Sure. That's true.
It's not like I got fat yesterday.
Yeah, that is. That is true. There's a lot of cookies in between then and now.
Yeah. I mean, Jim's sitting there saying the same here. He's not a cancer.
Well, Jim is cancer, so.
Come on, be nice to Jim.
He's audience cancer.
He seems to be a nice guy.
Well, he's got you fooled. He's a dick.
Really?
No.
If he was a dick, he wouldn't listen. He's a nice guy.
Jim might be my longest term fan of me. Of my shows. He's been listening
just
for
give me the
20
70s
years.
music and I'm good. Well, see, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course. Jim just pulls out his reel-to-reel and spins it up and gets ready.
Like Grateful Dead, dude. Like Grateful Dead is not really my style of music, right?
Sure.
But back when I was like 15, it kind of was. I
Really?
remember living in my mom and dad's house, and there was a third floor like attic, and I decided I want to move up there and just live there.
Okay.
So I dragged all my bed and everything up there, and I had one of those stupid drip candle things.
Yeah.
Where you put like the candle in the bottle and it drips all over, and then you put another one in.
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
Looks colors and stuff, and I'd sit there in that room upstairs and listen to fucking Grateful Dead all day long, dude.
No kid. Now what? Now I have to quiz you like you're a guest, because I do not get the Grateful Dead at all, and I have tried 100 times. What is it about it? Were you stoned when you were listening to it?
No, I didn't smoke.
So you were literally sober, sitting around listening to live from this festival, 1978 or whatever. And what were you into? What made it good to you? I guess.
I don't know. I love the long songs, the kind of riffing that they did, and just the music. And I mean, none of the words really got to me or anything like that. But it was just the style of music. Just I thought was entertaining and kind of nice. And it wasn't too heavy. It wasn't anything that it was just kind of mellow, kick back, relax, have the candle in the room, and enjoy. I mean, I could listen to Touch of Grey all fucking day, dude.
See, I've tried. I even went to a Grateful Dead show out in California in it's either 89 or 90. And I was bored out of my mind. And I went for the whole experience. I went out there at like noon or whatever when the show didn't even start till like 6, just to go out there and hang with all the druggies or whatever. And yes, I did quite my fill of mushrooms and stuff at that show, even though I was in the military. I just was like, fuck it. I'll take them. People kept handing them to me, so I kept taking them. And I got completely hallucinatory. I was hallucinating.
Yes.
And I couldn't think of the word. But when they came on, as stoned as I was bored out of my whole mind. I was just sitting there, and they were just doing the trucking. Da, 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 da. And I was like, oh, what is this shit? How did this get popular? And even worse is that OAR band, because it's like the Grateful Dead, but without the drugs.
Yeah, a bunch of college kids.
Yeah, it's like, ugh. Remember Rusted Root from Pittsburgh? Remember them?
I loved Rusted Root, dude. Another band I got into. But like, I was never a Fish fan. I never got into Fish. But I liked Rusted Root, and I remember OAR, dude. I had never heard of the fucking band. I was working for MMS. I hadn't been there very long, and I was at a rib cook-off downtown. That's when they had a rib cook-off at the airport. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, dude, I was introducing bands all weekend. Goo Goo Dolls were there, Monkeys were there, but then on Sunday it was OAR. I had never heard of them.
So you called them OR.
And they said to get up on stage and introduce them, and I get up on stage and I do that. I said, "Oh,
who's ready for some more?"
But I'll tell you what, I've never seen a fucking crowd that big, man. The crowd is bigger for OAR than it was for fucking Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh yeah,
It
and they
was
probably booed
nuts.
you unmercifully when you said "or."
No, actually, they were all cool. Everybody was,
Were they? All right.
Yeah, everybody was good. But
Yeah.
I
Do you
never heard of
remember-
them. There's a
Do you
fucking
remember
band
in
and
the
crowd
in the
everywhere.
90s the string cheese incident? Do you remember that band?
No.
That was probably the only band in that style I ever liked. Was the string cheese incident? It's so
How do you
good.
not like Rusted Root, dude?
Didn't dig it. That style to me is when I hear that style of music, I'd rather them put some big hooks into it and call it Hootie and the Blowfish.
Enigma,
I like
too.
Hootie and the Blowfish a ton more than OAR or
Remember Enigma?
Enigma. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's another band I kind of liked and nobody else was. Says if Seth says he likes Jimmy
Oh,
Buffett.
what's his Rumble rant back? Did we get a Rumble rant?
Rant.
I'm not even looking at Rumble. Let me look. If we got a Rumble rant, thank you. Holy cow, we did $5.
All right, get the fuck out of here.
$5.
Do I get that tonight?
$5 for giving Seth hell. I love the show. Good for him.
Do I get that tonight?
Sure. Why not?
I liked a lot of those bands, but I did. Yeah, I was a Grateful Dead guy for a while.
Never got that
Just
one.
sitting there. And then I got into Pink Floyd
Sure.
in high school. When I literally sat like gold circle for Pink Floyd in '94 at the stadium, the old stadium. And I had never smoked weed, but I didn't smoke weed that night, but I did because everybody
Sure.
else was on accident, like because they were
Right.
blowing it at me. But now I'm still a Floyd fan to this day. I have like a bunch of
Mhm.
record albums sitting there with a record player in the living room and stuff. But
Yeah, Roger
Yeah.
Waters just
Mm.
tough to take though
But-
now.
and now I can't listen to him. I mean, I listen to the old shit, but I can't. I would never go see him live.
It's on a great show. I have this I don't know what you call it, a oil painting, I guess, of Roger Waters from Cleveland Stadium. That's on my wall. It's huge.
Yeah,
It's on my wall, and it's like, man, I don't take it down because it's so cool looking. But every time I look at it, I do just like you. I'm like, oh, that fucking dick. You know, why is that dick on my wall?
but I'm not a Jimmy Buffett fan.
Jimmy Buffett is horrid. Horrid.
Look, all right. You know when I was a Jimmy Buffett fan, I worked at a bar out in Avon Lake. I was a
Okay.
DJ out there,
Sure.
like on the weekends, and he had this fucking patio
Okay.
tiki bar thing, and it was so great. And so, like, literally, I'd start the night off with 3 quick
Right.
shots of Jaeger, and then I'd have a beer or two. And then by the time it got a little bit dark, I was sitting on a patio watching the sunset, and Jimmy Buffett's playing. You're like, this is nice. And then it was all right. But I know I've never been one to buy a Jimmy Buffett.
I just
album.
can't. Even his hits, I hate. Cheeseburger in paradise. Get out of here with that shit. I don't want your cheeseburger or your paradise. You fucking goof.
J-Rad. I went to see the Dead at Soldier Field in Chicago in '89.
Yep.
Never went to the show. Just stayed in a parking lot.
You know, that sounds like a fun
A lot
night.
of nitrous balloons. Yes, it does.
That
sound
sounds like a
fun night.
more fun night than going to see the Grateful Dead. That's for sure.
I don't know. I enjoyed it, but again, I enjoyed it only. I never rode around in my car listening
Yeah.
to Dead CDs. It was at night, laying in a bed watching the
Sure.
candle lit, and back then you didn't have a look. Things were so different.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know that, and I'm sure Jim, and most of the people on here know. When we were young, there wasn't a fucking phone to sit
True.
on. There wasn't even a computer really to sit on and just dick
No, you had to
around
go
and
do
play.
stuff.
It's like you had to do stuff, or you had to learn to chill
Mhm.
out in your room on your own, read a magazine, or listen to an album or something like that. That's what you had to do. That was
There
what
was
fun.
nothing more fun, and I'll even put this to today. There was nothing more fun than in high school. For my high school, it was at the back of the McDonald's parking lot, but for everybody, it's a different place where all your friends would just gather on a Friday night after like the football game or something, and somebody would open up their trunk and they'd be blasting Led Zeppelin or Van Halen or Motley Crue, whatever was popular at the minute, and just blast it. And you'd just be hanging out, smoking some bud, smoking some butts, and between
Hang with your
15
friends.
people, there might have been $4. So you went and bought like 8 cheeseburgers or something at the time and cut them in half to give everybody half. That shit was fun, man. And that is long gone.
My hangout was nights was down in Coventry in Cleveland Heights.
Okay.
They had a club there, like a band kind of club there for a while.
Sure.
But then they had like an Arabica coffee house and stuff like that, and
Okay.
everybody would go kind of hang out there. There was like a wall that everybody sat on, and
Sure.
skateboarders and all this kind of bullshit. But it was just the hangout for the youth back then, and it was fun. It was
Sure.
people playing music and shit. It was a good time. And
Yeah, dude, we used to have such good, like in Streetsboro, where I grew up, that never had a whole lot going on. Like Streetsboro, to my knowledge, even to today, they don't even have like a movie theater or anything in that town. So there's nothing to do there.
Right.
But we used to, like I said, we would go out on a Friday and hang out in the parking lot. Or, man, if you got like couples dates, I can remember multiple couples dates where there was this little lake behind this one girl Kay's house, and we used to drive our cars by her house and then sneak up by the lake and then just go like skinny dipping or whatever, which always led to, this or that happening, which was always awesome. I mean, it was always a ton of fun. And man, there's nothing like that today, man. Nothing.
It was like the movie Days of Confused, dude.
It was very much so. That's what I'm sure that's what it was based off of somebody else that had the same exact.
But things are just not the same anymore. I mean, my daughter graduated high school and stuff, and I never heard of any, places where kids were going to hang out. I don't see it driving around all the time. And because everybody's got fucking phones and technology. And
yeah, they hang out and game on their computers or on their Xboxes or whatever. Like I hear my son who's 32, and I hear him every Wednesday and Thursday from 6 to 10. Him and all his buddies get together on like a group, whatever you call it, like a YouTube type thing, and they just play video games and talk about the video games and talk shit to each other and whatnot. That's their version of us going to the McDonald's and hanging out or whatever. They just hang out in their rooms.
Even during the day, like me and my friends when I was younger, I'm talking like middle school.
Sure.
Freshman year of high school kind of stuff. I mean, we would meet down at the freaking field in front of the elementary school and play football together. And,
all the time.
And hang out and shit.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like that anymore. I mean, most of these fields and everything, you close down because nobody goes to them.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we weren't even, I don't know about you, I wasn't even allowed for most of my junior high and high school years. I wasn't even allowed in my house in the summer between like 9 o'clock in the morning and like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah,
my mom was like, get out. And we would go and, we'd play like 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 baseball. Remember doing that where you'd have one guy pitching, one guy playing the field, and like one or two guys playing the field. And you were only allowed to hit to a certain side of the field or else it was an out. And there was all those rules. But that's what we did because we didn't have games. And even when I did have like Atari or Odyssey or whatever, my mom wasn't letting me stay in all day and play games. No. They were like, get the fuck out the house.
And you know what's crazy? They didn't really worry that much. Like, now, you got your, like trackers on phones for these kids. You know where they're at all the damn time.
Yeah.
And you worry if they go out and the phone's not working right or something. I mean, there were kidnappings and everything back then too, but we didn't worry about it.
Of course. Well, dude, look, all of the big famous serial killers of our time
were
in that time.
Yeah.
They all were. Bundy, Gacy, Geen, BTK.
Right.
Every one of them came from the 80s. The 80s was when you whacked people in mass. If you were a killer, that's when you killed multiple people. We don't have any real... How many serial killers can you name from the last 20 years that came up? Closest, I think, is what? Green River Killer? Wasn't he the late 90s?
Yeah, and then you had who's the guy that ate people live around here?
Dahmer.
Yeah,
Dahmer. He's probably the biggest one from the 90s or whatever.
But I
do agree with Brian. the Gacy show on Peacock is really good.
No, but
Devil in Disguise.
It was such a different time, though. It
was.
was just, and I say that to my daughter, and she looks at me like I got 3 heads. You're just old. No. You don't understand what it was like to not have this stupid phone.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I could just throw it in the garbage, but I can't because I have people that need to get a hold of me, whether it's work or whatever.
Sure.
But I mean, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same when we went out and played football and baseball and whatever together. And I mean, it was a good time, and it's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's totally different, dude. I mean, dude, we used to how many times did you play sports that you really hated? I used to play fucking soccer all the time. I never liked soccer. I always hated soccer.
I was on a soccer team.
Or like, what was the retard version of soccer? Kickball. Remember kickball?
Yes.
You get that big stupid red ball, and you it was like playing baseball except you had to kick a ball.
Yeah.
And then people throw the ball at you and so it was like what, baseball and dodgeball all mixed into some dumb sport. It's the worst sport ever, but we played it all the time.
Yeah.
Because you could play it 2-on-2 or 3-on-3. You could play with just a couple of people. Did you remember like street hockey? Did you ever play street hockey?
Oh yeah, all the time, dude. I
played a lot of street
stick
hockey
and everything else, and
yeah. And you remember you would take you would see the NHL people taping up their stick, so you'd be taping yours up, but it would be with like masking tape or something.
Yeah. I found colored masking tape. And stuff,
or
color it yourself.
Yeah, or gorilla tape or some shit like that. It was
J-Rad likes kickball. I didn't mind kickball.
I
played
didn't
a
like
Smear
kickball.
the Queer, dude.
Smear the Queer was great.
Dude, I loved playing that game.
I did too.
Now you can't even say queer.
I used to throw the ball up and catch it myself.
Yeah.
I did not care. I was just like, okay, this is great.
I was a fat little guy, but I was tough, dude. And it was tough to take me down. But I was, dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, dude, how about remember if you had 3 people, you could play football.
Yeah.
You'd pick one guy as the quarterback for both teams, and it was like 1-on-1 with a quarterback, and we would play that for hours, man. I mean, like all day. Come back. I can remember coming back home from playing football like that, all my clothes being ripped and shit. My mom being like, "What happened to you?" I was like, "I don't know, Mom. I was just playing football." Like I don't know that I got tackled 30 times by my neck and it ripped my shirt.
That was one time, and then you got into fights sometimes, dude. Like I remember we were playing football, and there's one kid that wasn't part of our group of people, and he comes over and he wanted to play. I said, "Yeah, no problem, dude." We were all playing, and I tackled him, but I grabbed him by like the hood that he had on, and took him down. And he ran off. He got his fucking brother. His brother starts flashing like gang signs or some stupid shit.
Oh boy!
And he goes, "I'm gonna have to hit you before I leave." And he was bigger than us, dude. Like he was a big dude. And he hauled off and jacked me right in the face, dude. I busted my eye. But it wasn't like, okay, I went home and I told my dad and my mom what happened.
Sure.
And nobody called and had this kid arrested.
No.
It was, you got into a fight playing football, shut up, put a stake on your eye, and go upstairs.
Absolutely. Dude, not everybody did this, but we certainly did it in my neighborhood as a little kid. Did you ever have rock fights?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Where you just you'd have like 2 sets of friends, and one would be on one side of the street, the other be on the other side in a ditch, just throwing rocks at each other. I can remember getting split wide open. I got hit right in the head by this kid, Richard Harubin. I still remember the kid's name because I bled like no one's business. Oh my God. I went home that day, like after the rock fight, and like my whole face was just soaked, and I was wearing like some sort of a white shirt, which was soaked as well. My dad was like ready to go kill somebody's dad because I got hit in the head with a rock.
That happened when I was playing we were having a snowball fight.
Sure.
Some douchebag kid stuffed a freaking little pebble inside of the damn snowball. He got drilled with it. But I mean, again, it wasn't like, oh my God, we got to sue this guy.
Yeah.
Call the cops. I mean, it was just being kids back then. It was a lot more fun. And
yeah, different time, man.
Again, that's why I'm a cancer and sit back and hold on to those days.
Now fun is sitting around watching reruns of Oz.
Yeah, and I got my phone to play a fucking game on.
Or death scroll through TikTok or whatever.
Yeah. or my scoop so I can watch people fight.
Exactly.
So, all right. Well, it's time to wrap this up and go over to mines, correct?
All right. We got some mines ready. Yeah, we'll be over there in 3. So thank you for watching.
Appreciate it. God willing, we'll talk to you again on Monday.
Yep. So see ya, and see ya.
Later.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Trip, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.